Welcome to Scientia Mobile's WURFL Microservice for Azure Quick Start video. If you work for a large organization, you're probably handling and analyzing significant amounts of data from your user base. Have you ever wondered which devices are using your website or application? Maybe you want to deliver specific content to an Android or iPhone customer based upon their device's capabilities. Or you want to target advertisements directly to the device type. Or just simply understand correlation between device capabilities and usage patterns. These are all use cases that device detection can help solve. Scientia Mobile's WURFL is the leader in device detection and has the largest device library in the world. With WURFL Microservice for Azure, we have made it easy to deploy device detection on the Azure infrastructure. In this video, we will demonstrate how to deploy WURFL Microservice for Azure in your environment, and how to perform device detections using your own private instance of WURFL Microservice for Azure. For the purposes of this video, we assume that you are familiar with the Azure platform and you have a basic understanding of device detection and its use cases. If needed, look in the video comments and there will be links to resources to help you. By better understanding the capabilities of a device, companies will use WURFL in different scenarios. For example, for web optimization to deliver a tailored browsing experience, in marketing to understand their customers. In ad tech companies, you can use the details to develop marketing segments and market different ads to each segment. For analytics, WURFL is a great tool to augment data as part of an event stream analysis. No matter what your use case, the WURFL Microservice for Azure can help you deliver your next world-class service. Let's get started in the Azure Marketplace. Now, search the Azure Marketplace for WURFL Microservice for Azure. As you can see, you are presented with a series of virtual machines. We offer 3 tiers of plans: Basic, Standard, and Pro. The only difference between them is the number of WURFL device properties, also known as device capabilities, that come with each plan. We will select the Standard Edition. All versions support the major programming languages: .NET or C#, Java, PHP, Golang, and Node.js. More about this later. Let's select the Standard Edition. We'll land on the Standard product page, press the Get It Now button, and then on the Continue button. We will land on the virtual machine creation page. Let's press the Create button. In the Create Virtual Machine page, select a resource group. If you don't have a resource group, you can create one by clicking on Create New link. Choose a name for the virtual machine. Choose a zone and a virtual machine size. Then we will create a username and password to access our virtual machine via SSH. You can also choose an SSH key. Click on the Next Disk button. Choose a disk. Click on the Next Networking button. Choose a virtual network. If you don't have one, you can create one by clicking on the Create New link. In most cases, public IP and network security groups are filled by default. For the purposes of this video, we don't need to modify anything in the Management, Advanced, and Tags tabs, so we can click in the Review and Create tab. In this tab, Azure performs a validation step. If the validation is successful, we can click on the Create button. Azure will create and start the virtual machine. This may take a couple of minutes. An important note as we wait: you will need to make sure that the virtual machine has internet access, as it needs to talk to Scientia Mobile's infrastructure to obtain regular updates of both device data and device detection logic. If you are having trouble, this is the first thing you need to check. When the virtual machine is ready, we can click on the Go to Resource button. which will open the virtual machine control page. Here we can stop, restart, and monitor the virtual machine usage. Now that the virtual machine is launched, we can start a shell and use this command to verify that everything is working. Insert this curl command. And it does. We are golden. All right, let's move on. Now that the WURFL Microservice web server is launched and we know it's running, it's time to install our WURFL Microservice clients. This is the code that will make WURFL Microservice act like a local API. Our example will use C# or .NET as it is the preferred language for Azure. Java, Golang, PHP, and Node.js are also supported. You can download the C# client from this URL. You can find support for other languages in the same repo. We provide the URLs in the documentation. Let's integrate the WURFL Microservice client library into our project in Visual Studio. Right-click on the solution and select Manage NuGet Packages. Search WURFL in the package search field and download the latest package. Now let's look at the code. The only thing I need to do is set the IP address and the port of the WURFL Microservice instance that we have obtained earlier. This line is the one that queries the brand name, model name, and marketing names capabilities. One of the advantages of the WURFL Microservice client is that it provides local caching that will happen on the client. This is what enables the system to perform tens of thousands of device detections per second. Let's run the program from the command line. This first user agent refers to a Pixel 4 XL. Quote the string as an argument. We'll copy it in, press enter, and bam, correctly detected. Let's try again with a user agent for an older iPhone. Booyah! Yeah, correctly detected. Let's try a harder one. Here is an uncommon Chinese Android device, the CoolPad Porto. Look at that, detected. And finally, here is a user agent from an app running on a Samsung Galaxy S8. And it's also detected. We deployed WURFL Microservice for Azure and ran the WURFL Microservice client code to obtain device information. For more detailed information, you can refer to the documentation on the scientiamobile.com website. Go to Menu, Resources, Product Documentation, and then scroll down to WURFL Microservice for Azure. Click on the Getting Started. I hope you enjoyed this presentation, and remember, if you get stuck, there's more documentation on the Azure Marketplace listing page, our website also, scientiamobile.com, or reach out to us via email. Contact us at azure-support@scientiamobile.com. Thank you.